Hey guys, so this is my very first YouTube live, and I thought I would take this opportunity to try it out and talk about books 1, 2, 3, and 4 today, because last night I did an Instagram live where I talked about these books, and due to some issues with my Instagram settings, normally I just save those videos and I post them to YouTube, and that's how you get the Cook, Scrap, Craft, Read videos where I talk about the books. But I wasn't able to save that video, so now I'm going to redo it. And hey, you can see kind of my storage solutions for my scrappy stuff in the back. Not good storage solutions. I'm still in the process of kind of reworking that. Anyway, but I thought I would kind of do like an experiment and see how the YouTube live differs from the Instagram live, because I'm kind of thinking now that you can do the YouTube live, maybe that might be a better option for me in terms of the Scrappy Things videos and the Cook Scrap Live or the Cook Scrap Reads videos. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, the first book that I wanted to talk about was Hello Mornings by Kat Lee, and I just posted a blog post review of this, so check it out on cookscrapcraft.blogspot.com. I really, really liked this book. The whole premise is that everybody has 3 minutes in the morning to spend doing this routine, and what I liked so much about this book is that it is very, very easy to take those 3 minutes and add them to your morning routine. You're probably thinking, really, everybody, just how am I going to add that routine into what I already do? But it really is truly that easy to do. So this book, it's not just, it doesn't just say do this, do this, do this, the end. There really is some substance in this book that goes into why it's important to have this morning routine just to get your day started, and going throughout your life, how it will help you, and then it goes into depth about the 3 different parts of the morning routine. So I encourage you to head over to the blog to check out the review and more of what I thought about the book, and then check out the book yourself. It takes about, it's recommended you do this like Hello Mornings challenge for 30 days till it becomes a habit. There are going to be days where you fall off the wagon. Yesterday was not, I didn't do it, and I actually really did feel kind of like, ugh, I didn't get that like planning time in the morning where I go over my schedule. And I really did feel kind of like off with it. So it is very, very helpful to have this routine just in the morning. It's 3 minutes. Once you go through the 30 days, you're encouraged to kind of grow your habit and spend a little bit more time doing each of the 3 sections. If you want to know more, definitely leave a comment, message me, somehow get in touch with me, and I encourage you to do the 30-day challenge and just kind of make it a habit in your life, and I can tell you more about it. Pick up the book, check out, they have an online community with more ideas on how you can grow your Hello Mornings routine, so it's definitely worth it. I really liked this book. And that was through the Book Look Bloggers, program that I picked up that book. So the next book is going to be the next book that I'm going to start reading. I just got it from the library. It's Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. I've been on this waiting list for this book since I think the beginning of December. We were going to do it for our January book club because, you know, everybody wants to know, is the author from The Girl on the Train, everybody wants to know what Paula Hawkins' next book is going to be like. So we were going to do it for our January book club, and then we decided to postpone January book club because people were having trouble getting the book, and I mean, it's kind of long, so I guess people just wanted a little extra time to read it. So I just got it yesterday. It would have been a week after our book club was supposed to be, so now our book club is in March. So I'm going to get this started this week, and I'm looking forward to it. If you guys have read it already, no spoilers, but let me know what you thought about it, and I'll let you know what I think about it. And hopefully I'll be able to tell you what my book club thought about it too. Hopefully some people will show up to book club. It's a small book club. Last time we only had, there were 3 of us, but that's all right. So yeah, I'm excited to, I think it's about sisters. Let's see what it says. Psychological suspense about the slipperiness of truth and one family drowning in secrets. So that's going to be good. The next book was actually a book that my brother-in-law had me for Secret Santa this Christmas. And so he got me a whole bunch of books that were on my wish list, because unfortunately my library does not have a bunch of books that are on my to-read list. So I kind of made like I have on Goodreads, I have a to-read list, and then I have like a Christmas wish list of all books that are not available at my library. So this is one of the books that was on my Christmas wish list. And my brother-in-law got it for me. It's called Heal Your Headache, the 1-2-3 program. It's by David Buchholz, MD, of the Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, and it's supposed to answer questions like, what is a migraine? What are the major culprits in terms of dietary triggers? I don't know that I have a lot of dietary triggers. I do know things that trigger my migraines. Going to work. I get a migraine pretty much every day that I go to work, so there's that. Will my headaches get better when I get older? My mom's did not. How long will it take me to get over rebound when I stop taking my Excedrin? I have never taken Excedrin. I know there's like an American Idol person, I can't think of her name right now, and she takes Excedrin, but that has caffeine in it, and caffeine is a migraine trigger, so I don't know what that's about. I'm not going to get into it. Are my children doomed to suffer from headaches? Probably. My mom had migraines. I have migraines. Oh, my mom remembers one of her grandmothers having migraines and like suffering through like a family picnic holding her head down, and like people were making fun of her because she was having a migraine, and like people didn't understand it back then. So anyway, my child is probably going to have migraines. So anyway, I'm kind of excited. I wanted to read this book before. I'm actually on a migraine preventative right now, and I thought it was working, and then these past 2 weeks I've been back on my regularly scheduled migraine schedule, which has been fantastic. So I'm not sure that it is working. So I'm excited to kind of like look through this book and see if there's anything that might be helpful or beneficial in terms of what I can do. Maybe there's like, I don't know, natural things, or I don't know. We'll see what happens when I read this book. If you have migraines and you have maybe read this book, let me know what you think. Or if you have not read this book, but you also have migraines and there's been something that you have tried, I would love to hear in the comments what you've tried. I'm open to suggestions. I've tried Butterbur. That doesn't work. It just makes your urine bright yellow. I don't know. The other book that I wanted to share was another book that my brother-in-law got me. It was on my Christmas wish list, because it's not available at my local library, but it really should be in every library system, I think. It's called The War on Moms, on Life in a Family Unfriendly Nation. So I wanted to start reading this actually before I had a kid. My kid's almost 2, so I'm sure this is just going to be preaching to the choir, because I've already experienced all of the whole like lack of paid maternity leave, lack of family care, blah blah blah, all of that crazy stuff. And this book was actually published in 2010, so I don't know how up to date it's going to be, or I don't even know if there is like an updated version that you can read. This is actually, I think, a used copy. My brother-in-law said he purchased all used copies, which is totally fine. I don't care. But I just think it's really interesting to read stuff like this, and it's not even just about like our country. It's like mommy war stuff too, you know, like breastfeeding versus bottle feeding, and all of that little stuff that goes on between moms, and you know, infighting between moms, and it's just silly stuff. So I'm looking forward to reading this book too, and just kind of getting another perspective on being a mom, and just trying to, you know, be nicer to other moms. I'm not sure. It starts out saying that in most states, the average cost of keeping one infant full-time at a child care center is greater than tuition at public college or the average family's food budget. And that's really, really sad. That's really, really sad. So, I mean, there's like tough choices when it comes to people having kids. And I just feel like this is such a... maybe after I read this book, we'll go into it more in another video, but I just feel like this is such a country that's so like, when are you having kids? When are you having kids? Why don't you have kids yet? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, when you tell them like it's expensive to have kids, they're like, you'll figure it out. Just go into debt. And it's like, why would I want to do that? And like, people don't really understand that there's like finances involved in having kids. Anyway, so those are the books that I'm going to start reading. The books that I have been reading, the books that are on my to-read list. I would love to know what you guys are going to be reading, so leave me some book suggestions in the comments, and let me know if there are any books that you want me to read or anything. So yeah, subscribe to the channel and follow me on all my socials, and I'll see you next time for another installment of Cook Scrap Craft Reads. Bye! Now I have to figure out how to turn this off, because this is the first time I've done this, and I don't know what I'm doing. Ah!